Whew, you've got no idea what I've just gone through to try and get myself into frame here, so hopefully it's still okay. I've just uploaded several old videos which are really pertinent given that we are sending troops to Yemen today being the 24th of January 2024. Okay, I came across this because this sort of relates to these old videos, which I know even now probably a lot of you have not quite clicked what actually happened in Christchurch. So I'm going to give you a little bit of more information. This is before it just falls to pieces, it's so old, but this is a timeline that somebody sent me thinking it was more up my alley than theirs. And I want to show you also some things that relate to it, and you can find out more on one of my other videos. You can actually see the evidence of okay, so this guy here, I won't be able to focus. So this is John Podesta, and he is giving a signal with to tell you. I'll show you more about that in a minute. Okay, so this is the feed. So this is what's happening. It says June the 16th, 2015, Trump formally announced his candidacy. October 2015, New Zealand Prime Minister John Key authorises GCSB to spy on Trump. So that's the stop. I should have figured that, what that is, but it's our whatever that stands for, look it up. November the 8th, 2016, Donald Trump is elected President of the United States of America. December the 12th, 2016, John Key suddenly resigns as Prime Minister of New Zealand. He's being blackmailed by Deep State, forced to renew the GCSB warrant on Trump. Seeing no way out, he resigns. Also, I'd like to put in interesting there, on December the 21st, I believe, Trump signed an executive order confiscating the funds, the monies, assets of any government or personal person who is found guilty of spying on Trump and interfering with the United States elections. So this is what this is all about. And John Key, not only did he resign, but also in the space of about a week, he sold three major properties, one in New Zealand, one in America, one in Australia that was an apartment that hadn't even been built, had been in the process of being built for 2 years, and on the day that it was actually finished, they sold it. Also, his huge flash mansion he sold, and to a Chinese guy next, and he just built a house, and it's like a bunker, so obviously with ideas of what's coming in mind. But he built on the tennis court, so he kind of downsized a bit. So this is pretty damning when you consider what Trump has just done. Then. So John Key suddenly resigns. January the 20th, 2017, Trump was inaugurated as the 45th President of the United States on January the 20th, 2017. January the 26th, 2017, former New Zealand Prime Minister Helen Clark announced that she would not seek re-election as United Nations Deputy President Administrator, the same UN group who looked after the PEPFAR after the completion of her 4-year term. I don't know what PEPFAR is. April the 19th, 2019, Clark left United Nations DP and flies to New Zealand to be part of the following. Okay, now this is where Podesta links and the whole CI, agency. April 24th, 2017, Five Eyes spying network holds highly secretive meeting in Queenstown, New Zealand. FBI Director James Comey and CIA Director attends. This meeting that the scheme to spy on Trump was hatched. This was the meeting that the scheme to, so that's in 2017, so that's, you know, obviously they were spying on Trump well before 2017. They were spying on him during his election, so he's got that wrong, I think. Helen Clark, through George Soros, rigs the 2017 election in favour of her prodigy Jacinda Ardern. They will get her to sign the GCSB warrant. Remember, they are convinced that Mueller will indict Trump. And interestingly enough, I believe it was the Mueller award. We had the Brennan on both times that Trump was exonerated. We had false flags in New Zealand. The first one being the Christchurch, the second one being the YMCA fire. You know, anytime, you know, we're finally waiting for the end of an investigation and we have a false flag. So it's clear that RAL is still in control of New Zealand. October the 26th, 2017, Ardern does indeed become Prime Minister of New Zealand. Postal votes, Soros-Clark sway the result in her favour. Shortly thereafter, she foolishly authorises GCSB to spy on Trump. Evidently, she's too young and stupid to know that she's the fall guy. March the 21st, Barack Obama arrives in New Zealand for the first time. We paid for it, by the way. You know, and that was thanks to John Key, and that we paid, and he was still in New Zealand, but we still had to pay for his tickets here, and that's a total. I don't know what it's called, but you know, very bad form, you know, to be travelling around the country after somebody else has been elected as president. Obviously, he is here for GSB intel, perhaps to blackmail Key. Oddly, he is entertained by Sam Neill, New Zealand actor. Maybe they have something in common, I'll say. May the 7th, 2018, Hillary Clinton visits New Zealand in May. Obviously, she is here for GSB intel. Perhaps she tries to persuade Ardern to renew the warrant when it expires in October, November. March the 7th. Okay, so this is where we get to Mr. Podesta. John Podesta visited New Zealand and told News Hub that New Zealand is a big, fat, juicy target and that hacked information could be weaponized as fake news. But that's not why he's here. December 2019, John Key steps down from Air New Zealand board 2 weeks before the IRIS ripped apart the tourism industry. Timing around this one is too perfect, almost like Z told him what was coming. There's more to the puzzle, so for anyone that connects the dots daily, keep throwing your findings this way. The world's biggest scandal in modern history will soon be out to the masses. Nothing can stop what's coming. Hashtag drain the swamp for cabal. Okay, so I have to just now turn you to here, and hopefully that you can see this, but I won't be able to focus. So as I said, I've one good thing about being taken down 3 times, I've got thousands of videos that I can re-upload now that I can't use my camera. So here he is giving the signal, and the 14th, and the fish obviously represents 14th of March. Okay, and that's his, while he was in New Zealand. So this guy, Leo Zagami, I'll just read some of this because it came up and I thought the timing was rather good. What was John Podesta doing in New Zealand until the day before the shooting the mosque? I would like to outline the oddities that I have noticed in connection to the recent New Zealand terror attack and the presence of John Podesta until 24 hours before the tragic event. Only 7 days earlier, Hillary Clinton's former presidential campaign manager was in New Zealand, where he appeared in a TV interview conducted by News Hub as the victim of the world's most notorious political hack. At the end of the interview, John Podesta was said to remain in New Zealand to preside over what he described as a global progressive event. The event was called The Path to Progress. However, in the same interview, John Podesta also said that New Zealand is a big, juicy target. Can this only be a coincidence, or is there a macabre synchronicity connected with this tragic event? Only days after Podesta called New Zealand a big juicy target, we have the Christchurch shooting. During the same interview, he also said that hacked information could be weaponized as fake news, and that Vladimir Putin must be sitting in the Kremlin saying this was his best return on investment I ever got. I've got a pliant president of the United States. Okay, so I haven't actually opened this, so goodness knows where that's going to take me. But you can look him up, and I'm just going to leave it there for you. What is this? The Path to Progress. Okay. It's obviously gone, but you can look on one of my videos, and which is called I think Queenstown. It's strange how it's actually just taken off, and that's sort of given me hope to the belief that the White Hats still are in control, because this particular video of mine, which is just something I filmed around midnight in Queenstown last time I was there, showed this art gallery with this man who I believe is John Podesta, showing his stuff under, beneath this like Knights Templar robe. And this whole gallery, I've told it in other stories. It's absolutely disgusting, and I filmed it, and it was actually showing the harvesting of the adrena chrome harvesting in New Zealand, which I also believe that John Key was involved in. And so here is the picture of Podesta, and as you can see, I don't think there's much doubt that it is the same man. And that's the sort of clothes that they wear to go in and terrorise the children before they drain them of their adrenaline-filled blood and drink it to keep themselves, give themselves eternal life, they believe. And so that's part of the whole lockdown thing, and why all these stars all age, like Celine Dion and all these stars just aged remarkably, and we're all locked up in their homes, and it was part of the operation of that 17th letter that we cannot mention, and which I'm going to do a video, because this guy here, and I don't think he does live actually, I think he's been bopped, and we have a different one. So this here, I'm going to do a video of this, and this is what I believe the White Hats are still in control. So I hope I got it this time, and God bless you all. Hope you're having a good day. Bye.